artists. Today we are going to create our own wonderful pet portrait, and we are going to look at the style of Heather Galler, who loves to add lots of patterns and colors into her artwork. Today we are going to use colors that are warm for the pet or colors that are cool for your pet. And then in the background behind your pet, use the opposite. So if you use cool colors on your cat, then you're going to use warm colors on your background. If you use warm colors on your pet, then use the cool colors in the background. So today we first need to begin by drawing a pet. And if we use a pet dog or cat, we might make a curly-haired dog, a pointy-eared dog, a pug-nosed kind of cute little snout dog, a scruffy dog, a cute kitty cat with scruffy fur too, or a smooth-coated kitty cat. Or maybe an animal that you create or imagine and make of your own. The first thing we're going to start with, though, is paper and a pencil or a marker if you don't have a pencil. And you're going to draw a circle. And then the shoulders are just kind of like an oval that we don't see the bottom of. So just like two rounded lines. And those lines are basically the shoulders down to the arms. We're doing it like if they were in a school classroom, you'd only see up to their elbows or maybe wrists. And then we're going to make the face. And every animal that I've shown starts with a triangle that's a V with a line. And then a J going one way coming from that triangle, and a J going the opposite way. It makes the mouth kind of have the two separated sides. And at this point you could decide, is it going to have a rounded snout, so you make an oval around it, or just have like a rainbow where like the beard would begin, or maybe whiskers like it's a kitty cat, or those little freckles by their little cheek area. It might have a tongue sticking out or just a regular eyes. So next, so I'm going to draw some eyes. I make the two pupils and then a larger color around it because I can color in the eyes later. And then I have to decide, does my animal have pointy ears, floppy ears, or very curly ears? Today I'm going to try that same V, and I'm overlapping the animal's face. It's a V. I'm making a dog. And then the line across just like on the nose. I'm going to round it a little bit though. It looks like a pizza slice now with the crust on the top. And I might even draw the little parts of the arm because you'll still see up to the arm. Maybe you could even see the little paws. Those are like ovals, and the belly. And this part I am done with. Now I'm going to add the patterns. Now patterns are things that repeat themselves over and over again. So if you've ever seen some really cool patterns, they are things that repeat. So I'm going to make, the first thing is to have a really cool pattern of a collar on my little doggy. And then I'm going to pretend like his fur has some really pretty patterns. Little bubbles and maybe some waves. And I can make it look like it's striped across, or even add some fun rainbows that are sideways, or different kinds of really neat designs and patterns. They can be the same on both sides or maybe different. It's up to you how you draw your shapes. And I did not have a pencil. I could have erased that, but since this line is still here, I'm just going to work with it and make my doggy ears have some really cool stripes on it. Maybe even go backwards and crisscross them, and it's like a checkerboard. So now is the fun part, the beautiful lines on his face. I might add some really, really neat stripes that go around. Maybe down here I can add some more triangles. Triangles are like my fun shape of the day. And the rainbows. So I'm just making spots, and it's turning into, oh, his name could be Spot, but it is turning into a really kind of neat, abstract, fun pattern. I'm repeating my pattern. And then I get to think of what colors do I want. This doggy, he reminds me of a very nice, sweet animal. So maybe I would make him have like nice warm colors, red, orange, and yellow. And in the background, I could just make a line. He's sitting in a house and the cool wallpaper. This might even have a really neat pattern behind him too. I love making wavy lines, but it's even more fun when you're waving them down the page. I'm going vertical on the page. So I'm making all my wiggles. And now on the ground, maybe I'd make stripes across. And also I had said maybe you wouldn't want to make a dog. Well, what about a turtle? If I drew one by his feet, I made I'll move it up a little so you can see it better. I made a rainbow with a line, and I'm going to make 2 ovals. There's the turtle's feet. And then if I put kind of 2 lines sticking out like the number 11 and another oval here, look at that. I made him a turtle friend who also needs some patterns that he could have on his shell too. So now I have a dog and a turtle. And maybe they'd have one more friend, a fish. And so the fish probably would be in a bowl. So I'm going to make the bowl. You can see through it a little bit. It's on I guess it's sitting on a table. So I'm going to make a little line with 2 legs. That's my table. And then here, the water is here, but the fish is swimming here. So it's just, I'm going to zoom in. Oh, it's so dark. Let's move it in. I made a U with a line for the bowl. And then this is you can see through it. It's glass, so you can see through. But here's the tail. It's a triangle or any type. And I had an oval, triangle. There's my fish. I can even draw one here just to show you again. It's like an oval with a sideways V and a line like a triangle. There's his smiley face. You can even add a top fin and a bottom fin and all your cool patterns. And look at that. We learned how to make a fish. We learned how to make a turtle and our dog. The next step would be to figure out what colors you would like to make this beautiful, beautiful, fun pet. And you can make maybe a hot dog and a cool cat and enjoy having some pets on paper.